tushakuwa na secretary general wengi. Yeye si wa kwanza. Ababu alienda, hata yataenda vile Ababu alienda. Na achana na mimi kabisa. Awachana Ladwa kabisa. Naona amenitukana sana. Nataka kumwambia Sifuna, wewe senator, siku zako za kwenda zinakaribia. Na the same Sifuna ndio yeye anatumiwa na Gachagua. Hata kwa wakati impeachment ya Gachagua alileta kisirani. Alipiga tu kura ya impeachment ya Gachagua kwa Senate shingo upande. Na tunajua sasa yeye ndio candidate wa Gachagua na hiyo team kama candidate wao hapa governor seat. Huyo Sifuna ambaye anajiita secretary general wa ODM. Yeye ndio candidate wa Gachagua. Na tunajua hata last week but one amekuwa na Gachagua na Waitito na kina Kalonzo kule kanisa Kawangware. Yeye tunamtakia kila heri, najua ameshatoka ODM, acha kudanganya watu kwa ODM ati secretary general.
I think you read the interview that Sifuna had Kenya Times recently, where he made it very, very clear. Being the Secretary General at the spokesperson of the party, he clarified every issue. And since then, we have not seen any writing about Sifuna in the newspapers at all. Sasa wewe ni nani? Sasa wewe unaanza leo kupinga Sifuna. Wewe ni nani? We in the party sourced Sifuna from his professional work to bring him to the party. And he has been doing an excellent job since then. Ama sivyo? So let us support him. We in the party support him. Let the people support him. The guy is built for the future. Ama sivyo? The guy is built for the future. You know what I mean? Ukiangalia huko mbele, utaona Sifuna. Utaona nani? Sifuna.
This is DMP Kenya, and welcome back to Turning the Mirror podcast. This is where we bring you the reflection of politics and governance across our country, Kenya. And today talks are in the streets that Edwin Sifuna is either leaving ODM or he stays here and his political fate. Yeah. What do you say, Kwach?
You see, first of all, the reasons why people believe that Sifuna is leaving ODM. Remember, there's all along we've had some of the ODM diehards, or I'd call bigwigs, because they are some of the MPs who have been in ODM for quite a long time, speaking and saying that they are going to ensure they oust Sifuna from the position of the SG. I'll give you an example of one man called Opondo Kaluma, the MP for Homa Bay Town. For a very long time, he has had differences with the ideology, what Edwin Sifuna portrays out there as the spokesperson of the party, and then what them as a good number of MPs have been speaking out there as the stand of the party. So it has been two different lines, two parallel lines, two parallel messages. And therefore, because of this, Opondo Kaluma, in many occasions, we've seen him and heard him say that they are going to ensure they push a motion and they are going to impeach Edwin Sifuna as the Secretary General of ODM. And then just recently we saw the chairman of ODM Nairobi County, the Honorable MP for Makadara constituency, that is Georgia Ladwa, also speak. And actually he was insinuating that they are aware that Edwin Sifuna is being used by the former Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, to bring about issues and chaos within the party and try to give a different message and all that. And he was saying that Edwin Sifuna is yet to be fronted as the governor of Nairobi County by Rigathi Gachagua. And so with this in place, and we've seen Edwin Sifuna speak against ODM working with the UDA, he has been so clear and saying that ODM can never and will never work with the UDA when it comes to 2027 elections. And he has also been very clear that if at all ODM decides to work with Ruto, Ruto will still fail, even if Raila supports him. And he has said he will not be party to it. Even if ODM decides to support Ruto, he will not support Ruto. And with this in place, then we've seen a number of people, including the chairperson of ODM today, Gladys Wanga, who today is a very serious diehard of William Ruto, also speak otherwise. And so this has made people see as if then maybe the organs of the party, the leaders of the party can at one point now push Edwin Sifuna out. Remember Edwin Sifuna, when he came in, Ababu Namwamba was then the Secretary General of ODM. And they actually pushed him out. Edwin Sifuna took it before elections. What we'd call impeachment. And then after that, later, Edwin Sifuna was then confirmed as the Secretary General now, official Secretary General. And today, since he was confirmed officially as the Secretary General, it's about 7 years. And we've seen Edwin Sifuna himself also post something celebrating the 7 years and saying how it is easy to become and actually to be the Secretary General of ODM. But as DAP here, we think otherwise because our position is not what people see out there. This is the reality. And you can share with our audience what we have as DMP Kenya.
You know, what we are really looking and trying to study is the stand and the courage and the focus that Edwin Sifuna still has. You know, he's speaking so boldly and so sure about what he's speaking about. That such confidence he can only get when he has direct conversation or maybe the opinion of Right Honorable Raila Odinga. And we also saw that with other party officials. That is somebody like Simbarati, who spoke the same voice as Sifuna. They say that the current position that ODM is taking, supporting Kenya Kwanza government, is not the right position that ODM should choose and should be traveling. And actually saying that ODM should be after getting power for itself. And that time like 2027, it's good that ODM fronts a candidate. And when we also look into other officials and the big men in ODM, like the governor of Kisumu County, Governor Anyang' Nyong'o,
who is the acting party
leader, he spoke against those who are speaking and trying to oppose what Sifuna is doing, praising Sifuna of what Sifuna has always done and how they've traveled a long way with Sifuna. Sifuna getting into politics, he got into ODM, has always been in ODM, and a diehard of ODM. And recently, also Governor Anyang' Nyong'o speaking the same things, that the direction of Kenya Kwanza is not the direction that Kenya needs, that fire might come about any time. And it's like he's trying to say that at any point today, they can go a different way from what the country has perceived that they're part of the Kenya Kwanza government. So Edwin Sifuna, it's like he's not leaving ODM, and he's here to stay because the opinions and what he has been saying and his stand is like the stand the party is about to take. Though we haven't seen Raila Odinga take a direction because we know that he was supported by Kenya Kwanza government when he was pursuing his bid for AUC chairman, and then he could not speak directly that I'm also opposing this government because he was needing some support. But now that he's back, he's going to settle down with what these party officials are saying to secure and safeguard the interests of ODM as a party. Because I know that today, if person like Sifuna was taken off ODM, then ODM will lose grounds so badly. Because Sifuna has always displayed this picture that ODM still has a ground, ODM still has a position, that these people who are speaking otherwise supporting the Kenya Kwanza government are just like tanga people who doesn't have real stand and doesn't know the real need of the people of Kenya and also the need, the real position of the party leader, Raila Odinga. Because ODM, like the governor of Siaya said, that ODM and the people from Western Kenya and Nyanza have always positioned themselves as people who are against brutality, against injustices that have happened in Kenya. And if in case we compromise at this time, when we fought all these years, then it will mean we'll have to suffer for many years to come. It means the position of Sifuna is the current position, the right position of ODM, though it is still not being displayed publicly, especially because people are waiting for Raila Odinga. Yeah, sure.
That is very true. And remember, Sifuna, as the Secretary General, he is actually the spokesperson, or in layman's language, the mouthpiece of the party. Any party, the rightful position of any party, if you want to know, then you have to listen to what the Secretary General says. Because Secretary General speaks on behalf of the party and on behalf of the party organs. Remember Anyang' Nyong'o, when he's speaking, he even said that Sifuna is positioned for better things ahead.
Yeah.
So it means they're also looking at the future of ODM and are already looking at who among those who are within the party can then take the party forward once the big wigs are out of that political limelight. And we can always say that if you look at Sifuna, even during the Gen Z protests, you see there are serious members of parliament in this country who have been there and have always been seen as people who have been championing for the rights of the people. But they could not dare come out when we visited the parliament on the 25th of June 2024. They could not come out. But there are people who came out and actually were received so well with the people. That is Babu Owino and Edwin Sifuna. And even remember that when one police officer cocked and wanted to shoot, Edwin Sifuna came in front and actually was asking him what he's doing. And this is somebody who goes well with the young people and actually also the old generation. And so if ODM is to lose him today, then ODM is going to lose a very big space.
Yeah, among the people in ODM that are now still making ODM still look relevant with the people of Kenya is the likes of Edwin Sifuna. And in fact, he's the one in the front line because he's been having so many shows and he speaks directly supporting ODM
and
at the same time and truth to the power. And again, the people of Kenya, even the comments and what people are saying about him are still very positive because they're seeing this man is a man who is very truthful. He's up to the time and knows what he's speaking about. And in such a position and maybe connecting ODM to the people of Kenya, when he's taken out, then ODM is a thing that is of the past today.
I'll leave you by telling you this. For our Secretary General to be ousted from that position, there must always be a blessing from the party leader. Let me give you examples. When Edwin Sifuna came and took over the Secretary General's role in ODM without an election and kicking out the then Secretary General, Ababu Namwamba, he had the blessing of Raila. When now Omar was coming in and kicking out Malala as the Secretary General of UDA, he had the blessing of William Ruto. And any political party, when you see a change in a serious position like Secretary General, whether by election or by just overthrowing that person and someone comes in to take over the position, whoever takes over has the blessings of the party leader. And therefore, Edwin Sifuna today, for him to speak and have a strong stance, even against some of the MPs who are seen as the very serious MPs and close to Raila Odinga, then that is the stand of Raila Odinga. And lastly, I'd tell you that, remember, every political party in Kenya is tribal. And so Sifuna, because this ODM party, in as much as it is said it has a national look, but it belongs to one specific party, one specific group in Kenya, just the same as other political parties. And if you look at those who are trying to oppose Sifuna highly, are members of parliament from that very community, which again tells you that in as much as Edwin Sifuna, because that would make him worried. Because then it means members and actually owners of this party are speaking this way. And I have this stand. But for you to see him still remaining with that specific stand, that tells you something. He knows a lot.
That is what we've seen from what's actually happening currently. We've seen the things happening in ODM are just a show, that the real decisions of Raila Odinga are not being said and spoken openly, but that is the real stand of ODM as a party, and Sifuna is here to stay. And you can also share your comments and your thoughts in the comment section, and ensuring that you like this video, you share with your friends and also your relatives, and have a nice time. Thank you.